Bonjour and welcome or welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Today I wanted to do a review of my two favorite sea-themed oracle decks. I've owned quite a few because, well, I'm a sea urchin. I was born by the sea. But these are my top two. They're my favorites. They're the ones I go to. I use them on my daily readings, you know, that I post every week. So let's start. So I'm going to start with this one first, and then I'll move on to the second one. I'm going to timestamp it below so that if you want to jump, by all means do. So the first one is the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle Cards, and that's by Angel Hartfield. This is a Blue Angel published, so it's the standard deck card box that you get, you know, with the slots on the side to push it up. That's how it looks. Yeah, and there's the back, and you can see already the beautiful colors. I love it. So it says, immerse yourself in the wisdom of the deep, enjoy the flow and master the currents of your life with playful dolphins, patient seahorses, regenerative starfish, and other fascinating marine beings. Ask a question, shuffle the cards, and tap into the intelligence and grace of our planet's rich, healing, and revitalizing oceans for divination, direction, and decision making. So this is like really my favorite. The only thing I don't like about the Blue Angel Oracle deck, it's the same thing every time. You look at the box, it's nice and sturdy. You open it, you have the guidebook, which I'll talk to you about in a minute, and then you have the card. And there's that movement. I really don't like that, so that's why I don't keep it in the box. And I'm thinking of getting rid of the box, actually, once I've done this review, because, quite frankly, it aggravates me. It's a perfectly functional box, but it doesn't stop the cards from moving. It's irritating. Anyway, so let's start with the booklet. So this is what you get with it. There's the spine. Very colorful. And that's how it looks like when you open it. And you've got the table of contents, so introduction is on page 7, and then all of the card messages. All the cards are numbered, and obviously you've got the names and then the pages, which I like. So in the introduction, she just introduces the deck, basically. Talks about the cards, and, you know, all the steps that you normally get anyway in a guidebook, like how to prepare your cards, preparing yourself to read the cards, asking the question, shuffling the cards, choosing a card, and then you have a spread here, the 5-pointed star spread, and the answer spread, which is 6 cards. I do like spreads that have, you know, more than just 3 cards, so I thought that was kind of cool. And then you have the card messages. So you get a picture of the card. It's all in black and white, but that's not a problem for me. You've got the title, the little paragraph which is printed on the card, and then obviously a bit more depth in the message. And I've got to say, I do like the messages. I think that, you know, these are well thought out. They're helpful. I do like that. So she goes through all of the cards. There's 50 cards in this oracle deck, and then at the end you have a little bit about the author. So I'm going to tell you about her a little bit. So Angel Hartfield is a psychic medium, internationally renowned, spiritual intuitive reader, healer and teacher. Her angelic assistance focuses on the empowerment techniques of helping individuals learn how to get assistance and guidance from the angels and the universe. And, you know, there's a lot more. But she's created also Angelic Whisper Oracle cards, Whispers of Love Oracle cards, Nature's Whispers Oracle cards. She's also done Whispers of Lord Ganesha, which I own. I really like too. So yeah, and there's obviously more about her. And then the artist is Ekaterina Golovanova. Is a very gifted and talented artist who was born and lives in Moscow, Russia. I hope I didn't butcher her name. So at an early age, Ekaterina discovered her love for art and attended a children's drawing studio. She graduated from art school and went on to graduate from the Moscow State University of Printing Art, Faculty of Graphical Arts. And professionally, she's a graphic artist, illustrator and designer. So, and there's a bit more, obviously, but I'm not going to read it all because it's going to be boring for you. So there's examples of the oracles that Angela did. Whispers of Healing oracle cards, Whispers of Love, Ganesha, the Oracle of the Mermaids. That's a collaboration with Lucy Cavendish, by the way. So yeah, so there you go. The cards, they your standard Blue Angel oracle cards. So you know, I've got an average size hand, so yeah, they're kind of big, but they're all right. It's not a problem. It's a very nice card stock, and it's matte. But you know, they need a bit of breaking in, because otherwise they stick a little bit initially, like all the matte stock. So I found anyway. But once they, you know, once you've shuffled them several times, they're really good. And that's the back, which I think is really, really pretty and stunning. So let's have a look at the cards. You may want, maybe I should zoom in. No, that should be all right. Okay, so number 1 is resilience. And obviously I'm not going to read the paragraph, because otherwise we'll be here forever. Number 2 is diving to new depths. In the light of the moon. Life is better together. Change direction with ease. I mean, to me they're very dreamy. Looking at the underbelly. Dancing in the rainbow. Keeping it in check. Amble with contentment. I love seahorses. Every step counts. I also really like the messages. You know, I said at the beginning, but I really like the messages that go with this deck, which is true of Angela Hartfield's decks, generally speaking. They resonate with me. That's why I bought Lord Ganesha after that. Persistent drive. Replacing what was lost. Gliding through currents. Single-mindedness. Adrift in shallow water. Inner desires. Safe and surrounded by love. Clearing the excess. Polite declaration. Shared inspiration. Enjoy the journey. I really like the colourful background to this. Take note. Distinctive potential. Love where you are. Break through to new dimensions. Where you need to be. Push to surface. Seeing both sides. I thought that was an interesting animal for that. I like that. Empower yourself. Surrounded by prosperity. I mean, look at this. How gorgeous is this? Mutually beneficial venture. Total submersion. Let your personality shine. The gift of neutrality. Help appears in various ways. Blend into the environment. Look beyond the surface. Shedding the old. Back on task. Rediscover your zeal. Oh, hang on, there you go. Convey your meaning. Gentle moderation. Setting up parameters. Unexplained Wonder, Leaping Through the Air. I really like this one. I like the colorings, I like the idea of it. Facing Your Fears, that's a stunning fish. Connect to Source, Disengage from Outcomes, Be Insightful and Established, and the last card, Childlike Devotion. So I really like this deck. I like the colors, I love the messages within the book and what's written at the bottom. I don't always like having things written at the bottom, but in this deck it's very meaningful. I absolutely love it. It's really, this is like, yeah, my number 1 or 2, depending on my mood. So that was the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle cards by Angel Hartfield, and obviously it'll be in the description box below. The second one, you know, the contender, is The Messages from the Mermaids by Karen Kay, and the artwork is by Linda Olson. Now this is a Hay House Publishing 44 card deck, so slightly fewer cards, sorry. And you can see that artwork is different. So it's a sturdy box, same thing, you know, you've got the slots on the side. And that tells you it retails at US $19.99 or Canadian $25.99 for the dollars. I didn't see it on the other one. Let me just check. Let me see. Did it say anything? No, but it's on Amazon anyway. So this one, that's the back of the box, says mermaids are the elemental guardians of the sea. They excel in matters of the heart and emotions and wish to share their watery wisdom with the human realm. This beautiful 44 card deck offers gentle yet direct solutions to any challenges you might be facing and will guide you to a more harmonious way of living. So dive into this mystical world, open your heart to the mermaids and trust that miraculous transformations can happen. So there you have it. Now, I particularly like the artwork on that. So there's your box, and I like there's a message inside. When you fully open your heart and mind to the mermaids, miraculous transformations can happen. I thought that was kind of cute. I enjoyed that. Then you have the guidebook, which I'm going to explain and go through with you. Again, if you just want to see the cards, just jump. And there's the back of the cards and the inside of the box. So I'll deal with the cards in a minute. What I like about this box is that you see they're snugly put in there. It's not like the other one where the cards are moving, but that's something to do with who publishes them. So, you know, nothing to do really with the creator. So there's your little booklet. Sorry, Odin is growling. So this says, working with this oracle deck will bring forth easy to understand messages which can be simply applied in practical ways. This timeless wisdom combined with beautiful imagery will inspire and encourage you, enabling you to forge a personal connection with the mermaids and your own path towards healing and manifestation. Each card in this deck is infused with magical mermaid energy that will have a special meaning and message just for you or the person you're reading for. Trust the process as each mermaid or merman reveals their message, and rest assured that the wisdom you receive will be exactly what you need at any given time. And this is the creator. This is Karen Kay. I hope you can see it. So Karen Kay is known for her powerful connection to the elemental realms, which are home to the mermaids. She founded FAE and Mermaids and Mythology magazines and runs the annual 3 Wishes Fairy Festival, all of which celebrate the elemental worlds. It's just UK person. So you open the little book and it looks like this. So you have a table of contents, so introduction, the mermaids in me, the wisdom of the mermaids, about the deck and the guidebook, how to work with the cards, forming a bond with your cards, getting to know the card, preparing for a reading, create a sacred space, take a mermaid bath, protect and ground yourself, breathe love and light, practicing protection techniques, the golden fish cloak, saltwater protection, calling in your guides, working with card spreads, the present, past, present, future, seashell sparrow, the starfish, your first reading, and other ways to use your cards. So there is a lot of information in here. And then obviously interpretation of the cards. Now, I'll just say this, okay? I love this deck, but I have one gripe with it. There are no numbers to the cards. So it's all to do with alphabetical order. So it's fine, but you know, when you're having to go back, find it alphabetically and then find the page, it's not always the easiest. But hey, that's just my point of view. And at the end, you've got a bit about the artist and the author. So you've got the introduction, how she decided to do this oracle deck, how she connects with mermaids, about the deck and the guidebook, a little bit of explanation, how to work with your cards, forming a bond with your cards. You know, she gives you loads of ideas, like creating a mermaid altar, for instance. Go on a walk along the beach if you leave by the ocean or the sea. You could light a candle, you know, loads of stuff like that. Getting to know your cards, preparing for a reading, so you know, all about creating the sacred space, taking a mermaid bath, you know, protect and ground yourself, breathe love and light, all of that, you know, breathing techniques, meditation, protection techniques, calling in your guides, and the card spread. So she has a present, so it's just one card, past, present and future, which is 3 cards, the seashell, oh, I couldn't say that, seashell, the seashell spiral, that's a mouthful, just so you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so it goes like a seashell spread, which I thought was kind of cool, I like that, the starfish. And then she goes on to your first reading and other ways to use your cards. Then interpretation of the cards, so you get a picture, black and white, the title, you get a little summary, and then, you know, a further explanation with some prompts, some questions to get you thinking. And you get that for all of them, and they are in alphabetical order. So that's pretty much it for the guidebook, and at the end you've got a little bit about the artist, a little bit about the author, and how to contact them, you know, internet, Facebook. And then at the back, you know, your standard, you know, you can get the app for this, blah blah. So that's the guidebook. So the cards. So let me grab the other ones to check the difference in sizes, because that may be interesting actually, to just check the sizes. So this is the first one I did, and you see they are slightly smaller, so you can see slightly smaller here and significantly smaller in the height. Also, this one is matte, this one is glossy, so you know, whatever takes your fancy. I love them both, I've got to be honest, for different reasons. The artwork is completely different. So there you go. So that's the back, very easy, standard Hay House, you know, if you've got Colette Baron Reed's Oracle decks or stuff like that, it's just the same thing. And as I said, they are glossy. So let's have a look at the cards. So you've got abundance, you see, and I really like how it's been colored in. It's really nice. Acceptance. Ask for help. Awareness. Look how cheeky she looks. Be spontaneous. And it is quite diverse, which I like. Blessings. Breaking free. Communication. Contemplation. Contentment. Now I particularly like this one. It's the palette, the color that were chosen. You know, with the lilac, I thought that was really stunning. Decisions. Discernment. Dive deep. Dreaming. Feelings. Free spirit. Friendship. gentleness, go with the flow, gratitude, healing, hope. Lovely rainbow in the background. I hope you can see it. Inner knowing, innocence, letting go, light, love, magic. I really like this one. Memories, move forward, miracles, mystery, patience, positivity. I mean, look at these colors. To me, this card exudes happiness, recognition, re-energize. Sorry, it's glossy. Relaxation. She's got magnificent hair. Solitude, support, the future, trust, turn away, truth. I think she looks stunning too. They're all pretty, aren't they? And waiting. So there you have it. That was the messages from the mermaids. So as I said, these are my top 2 sea-themed decks. I'm aware that they're not new. I don't think that decks need to be new to be my favorites, to be honest. They are the ones I reach out for when I want oracles that have, you know, sea elements, because I was born by the sea, so I really love them. I wouldn't be able to tell you which one I prefer because it depends on my mood. They are quite different, and even the messages are different. So let me know in the comment box below what you think. You know, do you own any of them? Are you planning on buying them? Just let me know. I'd love to discuss this with you. So thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.